there had been an accident, and I thought that it was just the phone tree in action, and he was kind of just letting me know about something that happened, and never thought twice that it was Taylor. So I was like, oh, okay. And then he said, it was Taylor. Taylor stepped on an IED. And I got out of the car and kind of paced around. I got sick and everything, and I immediately just wanted to be by his side. And I knew that he was in Afghanistan and he had to still jump from hospital to hospital before he got to the United States. When Taylor was about ready to deploy, I just said, just come back. I was worried about his mental state. I didn't want him to come back any other way than how our friendship was built on. I just wanted the same person to come back. I wasn't scared for him to get hurt or anything like that. That never crossed my mind. I thought the hardest part of deployment would be not seeing him for 6 to 8 months.
Well, when I was in the hospital, probably once I got out of the ICU in the intensive care unit, I was up on the 4th floor, and then they back off, on the pain meds a little bit and start waking up a little bit. And Danielle basically lived in that room, slept on the little reclining chair that they had, and then and basically would just leave, to go shower at a hotel and come back, and she was there for pretty much everything. She'd be always writing down the everything the doctors said, and keeping a little hospital diary type thing. And
you hungry?
Yeah. I'm gonna grab myself a brownie treat. Oh, hey, a little brownie treat.
It's ironic now because he literally came back missing all of his limbs, but is exactly the same person he was before he left. And I don't think anything has changed because we built our relationship based on a strong foundation of being best friends, and we still are. So we're just kind of working our way through a different life that we didn't think that we'd ever have, living at a hospital for 1.5 years and such, but we'll get to our end point, our end goal, just the same way. We tried not to look at what life was a few weeks ago and what life was now and what he could have done before and what he can do now. We didn't try to look at the big picture. We'd set little goals along the way, and if it was sitting up in bed, it was sitting up in bed, and that was our goal for that week.
Hanging out with our friends and just doing everything that we did before. All this has been about, finding a new or a different way to do it, but the end goal, is to get back to, as normal as it can be and all that. So just finding different ways to do it, little tricks here and there. I definitely like driving. That brings back a huge level of independence, when you can drive somewhere and you can walk around, that's a big part of the puzzle there. So basically getting that drivability back. We're looking forward to taking the next step and moving on to the next thing and getting back to Iowa.
Well, we found our dream piece of land, and so hopefully over Thanksgiving or Christmas we can close on it, and then come spring when all the snow melts and everything, and we already kind of have been focusing on what we want the house to look like, we can just hit the ground and run in the spring and build it, and he can retire and we can move back home and life can move on to the next phase.